From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Prescott from the gun. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The 49er offense now making their way down. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Quincy Wilson in on the stop.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Go ahead. You got 4. 11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that one up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach Can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
21.
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. On play action, it's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And got his man, complete. And give him a gain of 37.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose him.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Breida. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll be 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here's Breida. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Right back to him on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They run with Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more after this. And they'll run it here. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 3, second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits.
They run a draw here on second down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
12. 11. Right there. 54 right.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Here we go. Hurry up.
They'll run with a fullback. Use check. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. And we're going to get a timeout. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick by Butker is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Elliott now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hey. 4 down. Stay hot. Like 50. 1, Omaha. I know he ain't got it.
They'll go with a keeper. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Were we surprised a little bit? 2nd and 1, they went quarterback sneak. I know it works, so it's not like I'm second-guessing it all, but I thought they might go with something else there.
No, I'm sitting here trying to think the last time I saw a 2nd 1 sneak. I can't remember any.
Yeah, it's a rare call because normally you're going to go ahead and use your back if you're going to run it or if you want to throw it, a little quick pop there. But in this case, just get in behind those big guys and pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 21. 6.
Incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 50. 13. 12.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now set. Butker now to kick this one away. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. We'll call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
47. Here we go. All right, hey. Back down over there. Back there.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Finding room inside the 40. And he finds a man on a crossing route. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go, 46. Check 26. Watch the safety creep. Here we go, 47.
Prescott on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Just work with me a second here because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Garoppolo on first down. Underneath for Johnson. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, Williams. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Garoppolo now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. That is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott rolling to his right. That escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. This one complete to Theo Reddick. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And look at this, it's a fake. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Garoppolo now. 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
21.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo looking deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Then we're going to 53. There we go.
On second down, here's Penny. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
There we go. Line in. Here we go. 47. 47. Here we go. 46. Right there. 54.
A first down throw for Prescott. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Prescott now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Line in. 26.
Now a pitch out to Hill. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Here we go. Line in. 26.
Now Dak on the option left. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go. 46. Here we go. Line in. 26.
They'll run for it with Penny. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's a give to Penny. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
They run, it's Hill. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Prescott now on 2nd down. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott now. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 54 yards away. And Elliott puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Black 80! 180! Check three!
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
120! 180!
To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, Penny. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there.
They'll run with Penny. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
A big conversion on 4th down, but no timeouts left, so you got to go quick here.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Solomon Thomas in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Here we go, 46, 46.
He'll look to throw. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Here we go, 46, 46.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. 46.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for San Francisco, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time.